So actually one of the hardest parts of starting a journey to better yourself, because we start, right? We look at ourselves, and I've been there. You're way out of shape, you've lost your confidence, you look in the mirror, you've got a belly, you hate the way you feel, you can't believe how, far you've let yourself go. You've lost confidence in yourself, you're closed on, you feel crappy, right? You want to do this for yourself because you want to be there for your kids, you want to feel better for you, but ultimately it's for yourself, right? Uh, so what happens is you make the decision to change. Say you sign up to upgraded health system and you've paid the money, you're ready for change, you know you're going to do it. Now, what happens at the start is everyone's like, oh, great, your wife, your friends, your co-workers, the people in the office, like, great, I think you need to change. You look terrible, you weren't yourself, you did this, you did that. They're like, yeah, you should change, you were shit. Okay, then what happens is, especially when you work with someone like me in the system, you start doing well, you're eating well, you're feeling better, you start to get a little bit of spring in your step, you start to get that confidence that you can achieve this result rather than previous times when you've told your wife or people in the office, like, oh, I'm going to go to the gym, you go twice, then people are like, oh, Kevin, you're not going to the gym anymore. Like, they love those little wins. So what actually happens when you start doing well, unfortunately, when they see, oh shit, he's actually going to do it this time, he's feeling way better, he's looking better, his skin's better, he's got more energy, he's performing better, then it shines a big light on other people's failures, right? They're like, well, last time I tried to get in shape, or last time I went to the gym, I also failed, but I was all right then because he also failed. And it happens a lot with why, like, not always, but some unsupporting, and especially people in the office, especially friends, they start saying you're obsessed, right? Their go-to is you're obsessed. They're like, oh, that's a bit much. Isn't that a bit unhealthy? What, you're eating 4 eggs a day? Ooh, that's a bit unhealthy. Have you heard about cholesterol? And you're like, look at you. You're so, what, before I was eating fried chicken 4 or 5 times a week. You think now I'm eating 4 eggs instead of pizzas and fried chicken. Now I'm unhealthy. You look at you, stuffing these donuts, you're lecturing me on being healthy. So they start to create these realities for comfort in the, I'm sure you've heard this before, and then it's like anything in business, and it's like hate never comes from above, right? Like, you don't get successful people, millionaires, successful people in the street in careers going down and saying, oh, you're shit. They'll always the other way, right? You're like, oh, keep going on that journey. You'll get better. You'll get your promotion. You'll do well. Congratulations on the business. Great result. That's what comes from a successful person. Like, when it's hate always comes from below, right? So you shine this light on people that they're like, oh, I've shone it on my failures, what I couldn't achieve, he's now achieving. How do I bring him down? Can I drag him down? And this happens in relationships way more than you think. You'd think the kind of partner would be, and it happens female to male a lot, because what they actually see is, if you're a successful man, now getting in shape, you've created wealth, you've created stability, structure in your life, then you're actually fixing yourself because you sacrifice to get to that position. Then suddenly you're getting in shape. What happens a lot of the time is the wife's thinking, oh God, well, is he going to leave me? Are the women going to be attracted to me? And a lot of insecure, and then it's not the nicest thing. And that, as a man, we have to make sure they feel secure through this journey, and we're doing it for them, wife, kids, and we are. We're not. We don't want to sleep with a receptionist and ruin our families and stuff like that. It's not the right thing to do. But it happens a lot of the time that the wife will start buying, cakes and putting the chocolate back in the house, or putting the temptation in front to try and kind of find that homeostasis. As human beings, we kind of want that homeostasis level sort of playing field. So the way to deal with it is kind of smile, stick true to the goal, stick to your map, stick to the program in upgraded health where you map out your journey, you're on the right path. And when you start feeling better, this is also why journaling helps as well. It's a bit airy-fairy and a lot of guys don't like to do it. But you take how you're feeling, you take where you're going, and also what you actually start to learn throughout this journey is you start kind of remapping old ambitions, and you're like, well, you know what, maybe I could pick up golf again. Maybe I'll go with, John to play golf, or maybe I'll start squash again, or why don't I actually, I really wanted to do a marathon, why don't I wanted to do the Tour de France, all these things started coming back, and that's kind of what you've got to stick true to. And in a relationship side, it's very friends, like, you like whatever, you go, you just give them shit back, you're like, you're a fat shit yourself. But from a wife and relationship perspective, you've got to make sure they buy into the journey as much as they can and support you, because it can make people feel a bit insecure, uncomfortable. And also, one of the good thing is, if they are trying or prepared to kind of tag on to the journey, let them as much as possible, because like I say, you don't want roadblocks. You don't want people coming to say you're obsessed, you're always at the gym, you're not there for the kids. It's just not true, but unfortunately it happens a lot. So they're all like in Upgraded, we actually teach kind of methods around this scenario, because it's way more common. You think everyone would be happy for you doing well, but as you know, success sometimes comes with its price. So if you want more tips around health and fitness, follow my page, subscribe. And I'm Bradley Hill, founder of Upgraded Health System and Simple Health Kitchen, and I hope to be able to help you on your journey.